tweet it out here. 1 second, please. Here. Oops. Why does it do that? Copy. There we go. Alright, cool. You're good, and Discord's working tonight. That's nice. Let's see, this and this. Alright, good stuff. Alright, well, awesome. Hope everybody had a great trading day today. So, good to see everybody. So, today we're going to be continuing our series, which should be wildly popular because we've called 2 names in a row, which we'll review here today. We're going to look at another name today that looks like it's getting ready to do something. So, about what's setting up for tomorrow. So we'll take a look here. Before we get started, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and see where we left off the market here today, and then we're going to take a look at the futures and see what we're up to or down to here this evening. And then we'll go through the topic, and then we'll take questions and chart requests. So let's get started. All right, so SPX, guys, pushed itself up 38 points here today. Pretty impressive, back over the upper Bollinger Band, back to green, really close to all-time highs. Weekly chart, guys, inside week with a nice lower shadow forming. The only concern, right, is what's going on with this RSI? Are we overbought or not, right? Is it bearish divergence or not? This is a really tricky area, guys. Just about, this is kind of one of the situations where everything is screaming, big reversal coming, right? Except that the market won't reverse, right? It's pretty amazing stuff, and it's really just the Elliott Wave count. Right now, we're kind of running into a bunch of different counts. This could be considered a bearish day today. I know it was an up day today. I do like how it's over the 80 MA, but if you go to the SPY, one of the things that you're going to see here is that we actually had declining volume today. So that shows that it was good. It was a good day today, but it's like, if the buyers were really stepping up, this volume would have been like, at least kind of up to this range right here. You can see what happened, right? So volume is good on a green day. Boom, we keep going, right? Volume is good on a green day. See how it increased? Okay, we keep going. Volume is down on a green day like this one, right? So it's a little bit tough. It's kind of bittersweet type thing. So if we go to the Elliott Wave count on this, right? If we go to SPX, we've been kind of on top of this, right? But I was just talking with Paul with Algo 382, and one of the things that we were going over is that all these pullbacks have been so just shallow, right? Just the whole way up. But it is what it is. They're still valid counts. They're just so small, right? We haven't seen a 618 wave 2 pullback. We haven't seen a 382, wave 4 pullback at all, right? So, but basically it is what it is. We're kind of looking at this larger, if you look at the bigger numbers right here, the 1, 2, and the Roman numerals are the subwaves. 1, 2, it looks like we just finished wave 3 basically the other day up here, right? Because you can count this, I like this subwave right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? 5 of 5, right? And then that 5 of 3, right? So 1, 2, right? 3. Okay, so that could be a nice wave 3, and it makes sense, right? Because it's pretty much the biggest wave here so far. So wave 3 is bigger than wave 1. It is possible that this counts a little bit off, and this was the wave 4 pullback right here, and this was the end of wave 5, and then we're in the start of a larger pullback. Right, so this could be a 1, 2 pullback right here. We could start to see a really big impulsive move down. So that type of bearish count would support the bearish radar. So what does this all mean? Are we going up? Are we going back to all-time highs? We don't know. Whenever you're not super duper confident, especially when the Fibonacci's don't line up, when you're not super duper confident in a wave count, just kind of take a step back, let the market do its thing, look for impulsive moves. That's what we did today. We didn't have we had a few ideas overnight, but going into today, right, it was really just about the price action. Was it going to continue to, or is this wave going to continue to work its way back to this triangle level right here, right? Or was it going to go up? And when it went up today, guys, the price action just said it was going up. We were on the live stream this morning. The order flow is just like tick, 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 just working its way. It was bullish. There's not much you could do, right? It was bullish price action today. So you look for it to get involved, right? You look for setups that make sense. So right now, anything could be happening, right? We kind of have this ABC pullback right here, wave 4. This could be it. It does, wave 4 kind of matches with another wave 4, so that's possible there too. I was thinking it might pull back here, but that's okay. It's still a clear ABC. This could be 1. Now, if we pull back, we'll take a look at the futures here in a second. If those futures are down here tonight, we pull back. It'll be tough to see what count we're in. right? Because we don't know, right? And we don't know if this is just a part of a subwave right here, right? And this is just going to be wave two. If it is, maybe we'll just kind of pull back. I'll show you what that number is right here, 4140, or about that 4140 area. Could see a little ABC pullback tomorrow and into the next day, right? So a little bit of a pullback here, and then the bears might be thinking this thing's really going to go. So if it dips or it bounces out of the golden zone, then we could see if that starts to move. Then that could be a wave three, right? A wave three of the larger wave five up, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 4, 5, right? So it's a wave three of the larger impulsive wave. So we looked at that and see where that goes. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now, guys. It's tough. It's tricky up here at all-time highs. We know it is. It always is. And most of the signs up here, you can quote me on it. Most of the signs right here are pointing to a pullback, right? Bearish divergence, right? RSI overbought, over the upper Bollinger Band on the weekly chart, right? I mean, all these way extended over the cloud, over the Bollinger Band, over the mid Bollinger Band. I mean, just so many things out there that are saying, hey, this thing's ready, except that it just keeps going up. Right, so that's kind of the big thing right there. Anyway, I just got a little bit of a rant there on the market right there. So it's tough to say. So we'll see what we got going in tomorrow. And again, even if we gap down tomorrow, depending how much, right? Even if we gap down tomorrow, right, it still could be bullish price action. It still could be bullish. So it's very, very interesting stuff here. Anyway, let's take a look at the ES and see what we're up to or down to here this evening. Excuse me. So what a day today, though, guys. This is great. Great price action today. Awesome opportunity here at the open just to get involved in that bullish move up here. We pointed out SPY calls at the open this morning. Really, really nice stuff. And it just kept going too. I mean, held the 80 MA all day today, right? And now it's below the 80 MA here after hours, right? So we're down. We're down about 9 points right now. Let's see how it does. I mean, we can basically put a little bit of a geometric line on this right here. Right, just kind of see how it holds that going tonight. But it could be a falling wedge-ish type pattern, right? So kind of that type of look to it. So we'll see. We got plenty of night ahead of us, and let's see where we open up and see what kind of retrace this might turn into. This could be an A. We might see a B. We might see a C. Right? So to me, where we gap down, might push down a little bit lower, and then boom. Right. So anyway, good stuff. That's the ES. All right. So let's take a look. And so again, what's setting up for tomorrow? So quick recap, guys. On Monday, we pointed out Citi Financial, right? So when we're looking at what's setting up, guys, this is a part of the bubble report. It's our morning newsletter that comes out by 7:30 Eastern time. We put a full game plan out there for the S&P futures. We get all the levels out there. We go through a bunch of different sectors to kind of get an overall feel for the market that morning to see if there's any divergences, right? To see kind of what's moving there. We got 2 fresh wave counts from Paul from Algo 382 in the bubble report. Plus we've got economic data on most moving stocks, unusual option activity. We try to pick the best of that, and headlines, any relevant headlines. So it's really a good one-stop shop. But really what we're looking at here is these are a new section that we added called the action names. These are names that we look at and we're like, okay, this one looks like it's ready to move, but we just don't know where. Right, and so a lot of times they're inside days, right? They're kind of our jack-in-the-box type trade, right? We look for these, but not all inside days do it. We look for it, a lot of times where you get a big move and then you consolidate into that range right here. So, but you can see that happened with Citi Financial, right, going into Monday, right? So we talked about this Monday, and then boom, not only did we hit the level, but we gapped below the level with strength, and we continue to work our way down. Right, so that ended up being a great day yesterday for Citi from Monday into Tuesday. Right, here's the level right here. It was actually our target. If you push below there, even if you got in at the bottom of the first 15-minute candle, there was still a lot of downside action to it. Right, so really, really nice stuff there. And you can see on the 5-minute chart just yesterday, the first 5-minute candle was great. Right, so beautiful 5-minute candle right there. And then it made for a nice short opportunity on Citi yesterday. Today, guys, last night we covered MU. I know you guys are like, all right, just get to the chart. Which one are you looking at tonight? So anyway, let's get to the chart. Well, we got a few that are going to be on the radar. A couple of them being in the bubble report. This one I'm going to go over tonight. MU, guys, these are the levels, right? So we talked about the same thing right here. Nice level right here, right over this pivot level. It got strong, right? Here's your strong move right here with increasing volume. Did it pull back to the 15 orb and chop for a little bit? Yeah. I can't guarantee this is going to go up in a vertical line, right? But this thing ended up holding really, really nice. It's a great place to, kind of make sure it holds. It held, and then look at that beautiful, beautiful move. Got to we drew these last night, guys. You go to last night's video, hit this target level, pause for a little bit, and then just kind of gave you a little bit of an extra at the end of the day. So a really nice move there on MU. Okay, so good stuff, right? You can kind of see this on the daily chart too, right? It basically took its inside day up, right? So, but it started at the lows, right? So very, really cool, right? We had to wait for the setup. Okay, so what do we got going in tomorrow? There's a couple names on here. I've got a special one I might mention in the bubble report tomorrow. But for tomorrow, guys, I'm looking at Cisco. All right, so let's take a look at Cisco here. Looks pretty interesting, right? It's not really an inside day, but it's a harami. Okay, so which means the real body right here is contained within this real body. Okay, so that to me, if you just go, if you go here, it's still like an inside day, right? So if you go to, let me show you appearance. If I just remove the wicks of these candles, right, like that. Boom, inside day, right? You can see it, look how tight that is, right? So really nice range, right? So that's one way to just kind of help kind of tune out a little bit of the noise there from the candles. You just go to in Thinkorswim, you just go to echo, I don't even know, appearance, and then you put show wicks in there, right? So anyway, so I'm gonna put them back in there. So it looked really tight, nice harami on this one, looks interesting. So let's look at the levels. Let's see what I'm looking at going into tomorrow. Okay, so a couple of levels here that are interesting going into tomorrow are. Here, I'll do it on the 5-minute chart. So 5-minute, nice tight range here into the end of the day. So I'm looking. I mean, Cisco doesn't necessarily move a ton, right? So I'm basically looking for something over 52, basically. Basically just 52. Okay, so 52 is a good level right here, nice off this pivot level. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for see if we can get off of that little pivot right there. Basically, if we get some volume over this going in tomorrow, right, could give us a nice push up. So we're looking at that. Next target basically are these guys right here. So we're looking about. I know it's not a lot, but figure like 50, 52 and a quarter ish. Right, so that's your first level right there. If it really goes crazy, right, it might get to the scene of the breakout, right? But some could be between that range right here, like maybe that breakdown candle, right? There's the next level there, about 52.50. Doesn't seem like a lot, like 20 cents doesn't seem like a lot, but on Cisco it is, right? And then if it breaks down, I'm looking at a breakdown below this pivot level right here. I'm looking at 51 and 3/4 ish, right around this level right here, on that little pivot. Okay, so if we break down below there, I'm going to look for a test of, possibly, this 51.50 area, down here. And if it's got any more downside, we don't see a lot of targets down here, but maybe it'll tag this guy down here, right? Okay, so these are the levels going in tomorrow that I'm really interested in watching, right? And so what do we want to do? I want to look, if it just chops around in this range, I'm not interested, right? But if something like in MU today, where you got that nice increased volume over these levels, I'm going to track those tomorrow and then see if we can get to these levels here. If we break down tomorrow, I'm going to see if we can get down here. Okay, so this looks like it's geared up for a move. Okay, so cool stuff, guys. That's all I've got going into tomorrow. So let's see what that's 2 winners so far this week, just from here, from the free live stream. It's awesome. So let's see what this one does tomorrow. Hopefully we can get winners all week this week. That's my goal. But again, everything's for educational purposes only, not investment advice. Okay, so good stuff there, guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. So at this point now, if anybody has any questions or chart requests, please feel free to put those in the chat window. We'll get through as many as we can and try to wrap up as early as possible so we can all get a good night's sleep, so we can have another awesome trading day tomorrow. So good stuff. So Shirley sent in a few in via email. So let's take a look at a couple of these guys. So Dish, beautiful candle today, incredible. Right? I mean, if this was on the action name radar, you guys would be like, all right, just take my money, right? So, but anyway, seriously, this is a really nice move today. I got some news, like that we're working with Amazon. So, I mean, just, powerful Amazon stuff with 5G contractor type stuff. So really nice. I mean, is it at all-time highs? No, but is it a beautiful candle? Yes. Right? So what are we going to do? We're just going to go long on this one? No, not necessarily, right? But it could be bull flagging into the close here. You can kind of see that, a little bull flag. So we'll see if it goes into the open tomorrow. But we want to see if it gives us a nice pause day and see what's going to go. So, right? So we got to be careful on breakout candles, right? Because why don't we buy breakout candles? Because it could turn into Futu, right? This thing broke out like crazy. Then, oh no. I mean, right? So we don't buy breakout candles, right? Here's another breakout candle on Futu. Right? So, oh, look, it went up a bit. No. Just wait for a nice setup, right? Okay, so cool. So that's Dish. Let's take a look at EW. Yeah, so EW, I think that was I think I put that in the 15 orb list today. It had like an upgrade. I kind of like, it's not a name I typically trade. Yeah, I think I mentioned it this morning in the pre-market prep. But anyway, really big candle on this one today. Amazing breakout candle. I think that's definitely one to keep an eye on too. So yeah, just a beautiful breakout. See if we get a pause day or something like that on there too. So good stuff there. IBM again, nice follow through, guys. What did I say yesterday on this one? I said had a strong day yesterday. If we can get, I drew it right here. If we can get above this day's highs, IBM really likes the second day after news or an event. Right, boom, big push there on IBM through those levels. We said if it can push over these highs, right, yesterday's highs, we can get a move, right, and it did it right away, right here, right off the open, and it ended up corresponding with basically the 15 orb high. Have a nice day, ride the ADMA, and have a good one. All right, so nice move on IBM, breakout candle for sure. This one might pause for a few days, right, then see if it gets any more upside. Could be interesting. It is IBM, but nice move on the second day on IBM. It can do that everywhere, once in a while. Fast, yeah, nice push on this one here. Kind of probably kind of a low volume name. I probably wouldn't really mess with it. CSX, not saying it won't go up, but that's there. And then CSX with a big move today here after earnings, increased volume. It looks like I got a little bit of an upgrade too from JP Morgan today in the afternoon. Deutsche Bank gave it an upgrade. BMO gave him an upgrade. Goodness gracious, everybody loves some CSX today. So good stuff there on CSO. See if it gets any more follow through on that one. Nice breakout candle there too. So good stuff. So Dylan, let's take a look. So you got a few out there. You sent this in via Twitter. Shirley, I hope you're doing great out there. Thanks again for the charts. VMW with a double inside day. I love it. Keep an eye on it. All right, see if we can break out of those levels. This is a tough name to day trade. This thing gaps around intraday, so I'd be a little bit careful with it. But watch those double inside day levels. PRLB, let's take a look. PRLB with a push up to the 80MA. Okay, so let's see if we can get above there. And then MOS. MOS, okay, yeah, pretty decent day today. Nice push over the 80MA as well. Low volume, right? Just a little bit of caution off of that, but who knows? They might want to try to do a little bit of an earnings run. So good stuff there, guys. Mike, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I think there is some value in this. Maybe you should just. I don't think they should be listed, but anyway. So VY. But let's take a look here. I mean, big candle in it. So there you go. A little bit of reversal on it. So and it got some volume. Let's see if it gets any strength. So good stuff there. And you hit a big one today. Nice. And also here, let's take a look at CCL. Well, good. I'm glad you did well on the trade. Some good stuff there. And then CCL, guys. Wow, what a move on this one. Back to the channel. Good grief. Whoa. I mean, I looked at this sector this morning. I was like, what? I mean, there was definitely some decent bullish sectors today, but the cruise lines were like the second most bullish sector today. It was incredible, right? Look at that. Have a nice day, Carnival. Wow. I mean, they don't even go on cruises anymore, and they're like ripping. I love it. Imagine stuff. I love it. Good stuff there. We may as well look at Boeing too right now. So anyway, good stuff there. Jim, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's take a look at Shopify. Shopify's a tricky name, guys. Careful with this name. It did break down nicely here the other day. Double inside day down, right? Nice little measure move down there. Increased volume, and it got some good follow through. Now it kept pulled up by 18 points, 19 points here today. Inside day, see if it take out that inside day high. Might want to test the 80MA, but just really, really careful with this name, especially if you trade options. Spreads are really, really rough on it, right? It's got to go. It's got to be like the ultimate setup, right? And typically a harmonic can be a good one for that, or you can check your Fibonacci's. It might be working on a wave up, right? So you got this move right here, kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like a possible wave 1, right? You're kind of about at the 618 right here. If it takes the inside day down, see how it holds the 200 day, and that 618 it might start to work up and try to make a push into earnings. So that could be interesting too. And Roku, guys, I know nobody wants to hear it. It had a big pushback in yesterday's range today, but still generally bearish on it, right? So here's the zigzag I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for a nice push down right here for a zigzag down. ABC up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get its way all the way down here for a symmetrical move down. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Roku can do anything, right? Obviously, but keep an eye on it right here. Today may just be an 80MA retest before it tries to work its way down. Okay, so a little bit of caution there. Good stuff. Weaver Welder, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Michael, I know skills. This is great. Members pointed this out in the group this morning. Incredible volume on this one today. I have to imagine communication skills making a bullish breakaway. Think there's more where that came from. Skills that do the pace for record percent increase. But like, is there like any actual news on this thing today? Anyway, so we think there's more. So I give has been beaten down the past few days. Skills made a breakaway. It's just all technical stuff. Bulls want to stay bull. Is there like real news to more? Anyway, Kathy has been buying this one. Oh, look at that nice little chart here in Thinkorswim. That's kind of cool. All right, cool. Anyway, that's a neat addition right there. Anyway, cool stuff right there. But yeah, nice close over the 80MA on skills. Definitely one to keep an eye on here to see if it's ready to get any follow through, and see where we go from there. I'm wondering if Kathy bought some of it today too. She was buying it for a while. But good stuff there. Michael, yeah, MViz. Let's take a look. MViz, nice recovery today. Remember yesterday that upper shadow? Basically a tweezer bottom right there today. Wow, nice push back up there with increasing volume. It's like, hello, I'm back, and that's annoying, isn't it? Right there, it's just like, okay, back over yesterday's highs. Just thought that. Anyway, so good stuff there. WBT, let's say, look. All right. Well, Bill, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that guy. It's up after hours too. Wow. I mean, I don't even. What is this company? It's like make like chairs or something. Dow Jones, well built surges after 4 with 3 all stock merger. Oh, okay, they're merging with a big middle B or something. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's a big move on that one. Nice on WBT. Great stuff there. PLYZ. Let's take a look. Woo! Big day yesterday. Nasty reversal today. That's what you get for these penny names. Oh my goodness, it went up a penny and down a penny, right? But that's a huge percentage move for this thing, right? Because they trade in fraction of pennies. But cool stuff there. I love it. Good find. And what else? What else did you have? And then FSR. Okay, yeah, a little bit of strength there. Nasty day yesterday with increased volume, and then it's like, hello, stop out those shorts. Have a nice day, right? So good stuff there on FSR. Great find. Suyago, what's going on? Good to see a PLTR. Is this name ever going to get over the ADMA again and follow through? We'll see. It's still holding that geometric line, right? We talked about that yesterday. So good stuff there. Intel. Let's take a look. Intel's up a little bit after hours. Had a good reversal day today. There was some news after hours on this thing. Climate. Here's what to know. Intel avoids another payout in patent trials. Maybe that was the news or something. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, interesting stuff there. Decent close over the 50-day moving average. We got earnings coming up tomorrow after the close. So definitely keep an eye on Intel. Could affect the semiconductors. Keep an eye on AMD too, right? Keep an eye on AMD with it too. Could move in tandem. And then Boeing. Yeah, we may as well ask that for Mike too. So Boeing, I knew somebody would ask about it eventually here. So Boeing made a good move, right? A, B, C. I mean, it's not bad. If it really wants to be symmetrical, right, it could still work its way down a little bit farther here to the 215 level. Basically came back in, tested the cloud today, and we'll see if it gets any more downside follow through on it. Again, it was a bearish trade of the week idea, which ended up playing out pretty well. NNDM, let's take a look. NNDM, big volume yesterday on the Doji candle, and today just kind of pushed back up to the EDMA. So let's see if we get any follow through above there too. So Weaver, SOS, let's take a look. Yeah, SOS hanging in there, diamond hands, right? So nice little spinning top right there. Let's see if we can get over the 88MA and see if it can get going. And BNGO, and bingo was his name-o. I love it. Big inside day today and up nicely after hours here. Nice push after hours here on BNGO. Any special news on this one? Just trading higher at the company's sites within UK's NHS and adopt the Sapphire. Says, okay, well that sounds good for BNGO. SOS, anything after hours too? I didn't see anything. It's down a little bit there. So it's kind of rough on the inside day to see how it handles those levels, right? Oh, I'm sorry, off the spinning top right here. Harami. So good stuff. Yeah, my pleasure. Good stuff. Really appreciate it. And Michael, I love it. So Michael, what's going on? Good to see you. ENPH. Great job on this one today. Really, seriously. Nice job on the dip by this one. It really helps to focus on a great name. Inside day up on this one. You asked about it yesterday, right? So nice push over those levels. Again, back into the triangle range right here. Watch the center of this triangle here as potential resistance, right? But a nice push right there today. Really, really good dip buy opportunity there. Good stuff. And what else? SEDG. So like Sedge. Yeah, again, these solar names really, really strong today. Impressive stuff. And then Nova. Good. Nice push on this one, too. Again, right, coming down to that channel, right? So watch that potential. But great dip buys on all these ones, too. I think FSLR was strong today, too, wasn't it? This is up like 5% today. Incredible candle. Right to the 50-day moving average. Really, really nice in that sector. Yeah, the best sector was kind of like your plug-in sector, too. Your plug, your blink, charging, and all that stuff. Then your cruise lines. Then your Chinese electric vehicle names. And then the tan sector was up there pretty well, too. It was definitely in like the top 5 or 6. So really cool stuff there. Uber. This is a very, very interesting one here, guys. This was pointed out here in the bubble report this morning. Gave us a little bit of a pullback right here, but right out of the golden zone, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, right in the golden zone right here. So definitely on the radar tomorrow too. Keep an eye on Uber. It looks interesting for sure. And Michael, yeah, just load up on the VIX. Load up on the VIX. If VIX comes down to 10, I'd say yeah. If the VIX does, but the VIX, right? So this is yeah, it used to just bounce off of this level all the time. It was 10, 11 area. So it's kind of just basically retesting that 20 area right now. It's finding a little bit of resistance right there, right? So we'll see how that holds. But yeah, VXX, let's see how it goes. I love it. So good stuff there. Ollie Wally, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, let's take a look at that. So Tesla, guys, incredible move today. Looks good. The one thing that's kind of missing on this one is I'd like to see a little more volume on it, but that's such a beautiful candle. I'd really like to see if it could get out of this geometric line and get going and try to retest the top of the trend box here, like by Friday, if they want to do it. But it was an incredible day today. Really, really nice stuff. Fubo, let's take a look. Fubo with a nice push here to get to the ADMA, so let's even get above that. Nice stuff there. This was also on our radar today too, guys. This was from the bubble report. This gave us another level too. We pointed out levels here today. We said if we can get strength over these levels here, if we got weakness here, that type of thing, right? So, look for some strength on Fubo. Fubo is one of the ones from the, I mean, we hit I think everything Paul and I put out there today was like a winner. It was incredible. If we could do that every single day, that thing's going to be golden. I love it. Anyway, Pablo, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks a bit. Yeah, let's take a look at Neo. Let's see how it's going. Neo. Okay, guys, yeah, so Neo got really, really tight. This could have been on the radar, too. It did have a nice, strong day today. Held the ADMA. It had some choppy price action, but it did push its way up really, really nicely. Now it's got the Loch Ness Monster look to it. But let's see if we can get some follow through. It would be nice. I'm happy it finally broke out of that geometric line. Now let's see if it can hold. So good stuff there. So Tracy, Calix, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's look at Calix. I heard somebody pronounce it Calix today. So, but anyway, decent push right there. Almost an evening star reversal. I'm sorry, a morning star reversal. Just doesn't look good. Just missed the 50% of the range right there, but still, it could be very close. See if it makes a move off that. I like the lower shadow off the 50-day moving average on that one. And you've also got AMKR. Let's take a look. AMKR with a strong day today. Nice push. I mean, kind of relatively low volume, but it still pushed over the ADMA, so that's good for that one. Tilray, nice. It was up a little bit after hours. It gave a nice little pop after hours. Let's see if that can hold. Let's see if we can hold up here. So nice. I'm not sure if there's any news on it. There wasn't really anything after hours here. And Siri thinks I was saying something to her too. So anyway, but I'm not sure if there's any news on that one, but let's see if we can go. It's still below the 80 MA, just kind of trending, grinding its way down right here. We had a short on this one, a short idea on this one not too long ago. I think it was like this day right here, and it really just ended up working nicely. Good push down that. And CGC was a good one too. The pot sector was just weak recently. Anyway, good stuff there. Kirk, let's take a look. Captain Kirk. Let's see. So, so Kirkland's nice push right there. Let's see if we can get, spinning top, see if we can get back over the 80 man. The upper shadow off is kind of like blah. Right, look for one of the breakout candles, see if it's ready to get going. And then HPQ, let's take a look. HPQ is still good. It's holding the 80 MA, right? Just kind of riding it up, right? Got down below it for like 2 days, and it's like, nope, I'll stay above it. So, good stuff there. I like it. Sebastian, yeah, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's take a look at NKE, the Nike Schnikes. Let's take a look at it and see how it's doing here. So Nike here today, good. Had a rough day yesterday, guys. I didn't get a chance to see if there's any news to warrant yesterday's move. Signature shoe. It had such a rough day yesterday. Oh, it got a downgrade in the morning. Nice. Yeah, city downgrade just got crushed yesterday. But held the 200 day, guys. This is, I mean, if an institution can bring it anywhere to buy the dip, talk about the 200 day moving average, right? So. Nice downgrade on that one for a potential chance to get back in it, right, for this thing to get going again on Nike. So that's something to keep an eye on there, too. Bullish Bears Trades, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at Chewy. So Chewy pretty good right here, guys. We talked about it last night. We got a 180-degree move right here off the 200-day moving average. So some nice stuff there on Chewy. ES, big upper shadow right there. So just a little bit of caution here. Looks like a tweezer top right up there. So just a little bit of caution on the ES. Disney, let's take a look. So Disney, guys, was looking for a little bit of a sympathy move in this one with Netflix, right? So kind of gapped down with it and got a nice dip buy off of that. So again, basically the trend box expands on this one, right, to today's low. Okay, so just again, continue to watch it, see if we get an increased volume move under today's low. Okay, for it to be bearish. Otherwise, see if it'll plow its way back up to highs. So good stuff there. And then Coke. Coke is it, right? So it had a big push. It had earnings the other day. It ended up being a big doji day and just kind of still grinding its way up here. Again, pretty amazing stuff. I mean, you had the pretty good geometric line right here that started to break out. Really sloppy price action, but still grinding its way up there on Coke. So nice stuff there. Mommy Perez, what we got? We got Twitter. Let's see what we got. Twitter. So Twitter here, I had a nice push back up into today's range. Let's see if we can push above these highs and get over the 50-day and the 80 MA on that one too. So good stuff there. Sharon, what's going on? Good to see you on IBM. Great, nice, good. I'm glad you caught. I'm glad you saw that. Good. Yeah, nice move. IBM loves to do it the second day. The first day it's like, yeah, pretty good, but the next day it's like, okay, watch out, right? And then it'll just be IBM for the rest of the quarter. Jim, let's say so. If you request charts, you should hit the thumbs up. I love it. Thanks, Jim. I really appreciate it. Yeah, everybody, hit the thumbs up. We love it. Hit the like button. Yeah, Bullish Bears Trade. Yeah, MU from yesterday. Just incredible move. That was our profile name yesterday. And really gave a good push up here today. So where's it going to go from here? I don't know. It got up to the 80 MA. What else can I ask for? So let's see if we can get above it, right, and get going again. So good stuff there on MU. So good, Weaver Diamonds, baby. I love it. Michael, thanks so much. I really appreciate your support for tuning in. Michael, ETH and the Bitcoin. Can we chart ETH in Thinkorswim yet here? Yeah, look at that. Inside day on Ethereum, right? Ether future. I love it. So let's see how it goes back over the 80, man. This one, how's our Bitcoin looking? How's our big? Down another 8. Oh no, it's under the 50-day moving average. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Careful with this one right here, guys. Watch your geometric line right here. If we start to close below here with increasing volume, we may be starting a downtrend on Bitcoin. So a little bit of caution here. We're at the cloud. We're at a couple of those support levels right here. So let's see how it holds. But being under the 50-day moving average is not so good, right? So a little bit of caution on that one there too. So good stuff, Pablo. Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. Greed, thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, I love it. And then Bricks and Minus Gigi, what's going on? Let's take a look at Open. OPEN. Yeah, nice push back here to the ADMA on this one. Let's see if we can get above it and get going off of that one. And you got CHPT. I know somebody asked about this one yesterday. Charge point. Again, guys, this is a good one too. Guys, we should actually add this to our plugin ETF. But yeah, so CHPT. I don't know why I lost CHPT. So good stuff there. Yeah, but nice push right there. Let's see if we can continue to work its way up to get to the ADMA on that one. And then CMLF. Nice outside day after the inside day and back over the 80 man. I would like to see some volume. This is a really low volume name. I'd be probably careful with that one. But thanks so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Brian, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's take a look at Guild. So Guild, look at this. So nice push here again. Got back above the geometric line, came back and retested it. Increased volume on a green day today. Look for a potential pause day and maybe a run up into earnings. Let's see what that does there. It could be really interesting. So good stuff there. Bullish Bear Shades got subscribed to the Bubble Report, by the way. That's awesome. Thanks so much for being a part of it. That's really great. I love it. Yeah, today was epic. Today, I mean, we're usually pretty good. I mean, today was just like, we're running on all cylinders. That was fantastic. So good stuff there. So Brian, so haven't been oil this channel for about a year. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you coming back. Yeah, that's all good. I appreciate it. That's fantastic. Thanks so much. And we keep getting better. We're learning too always and improving, right? So just helping people see charts better and you know try to improve their lives. That's our goal. So Jim, so we can do chart crypto and 2S. Nice. Yeah. So we got Bitcoin. Those are futures. They're futures. They're not the actual like BTC USD, right? You know, but they're pretty close. So really good stuff right there. Weaver, thanks so much. I know. Can we get a downtrend on Biddy? It'd be interesting right there. So Bitcoin 53.5. Watch out for 51,000 and 50,000. It could be pretty interesting there too. Sharon, yeah. Let's take a look at FGen. Let's take a look at FGen. That one got beat up for a while here. It really needs some volume to get out of this mess. You can see here it was in a gap down. It was in a mess for a while, and it gapped down as a mess here. So a little bit of caution off of this name here for sure. And then the XBI. Yeah, so your biotech ETF, decent push here today. Looks pretty good. The only issue I've got with it is your volume, right? It's not really like, it's not showing me like, huge interest in it, but it's getting kind of neat here. See how it goes. It's got some cool levels here that we have to contend with. So good stuff there. It could be, right? Let's just see if we get some volume and get going. Right, that's really what we need. Just need some volume to get going. So, Adji, what's going on? Adji, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, JP Morgan. Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, let's take a look at the JPM. So, guys, these banks have been epic. These guys, just so you know, like the banks have been epic, right? So, get a little bit of a pullback right here. It could be some sort of flaggish type formation. At this point, now it's kind of looking like a bit of a channelish type move. Just keep an eye on it. See how it goes, right? If we get above this geometric line here with increased volume, right, we might start to get a little bit more interested. But right now, we're kind of in a range, right? But it's had an incredible run up, right? So, really, really nice stuff there. So good, Sharon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody for being here. If you're new here, definitely click subscribe on YouTube. And whether you're new here or not, please hit the like button. It goes a long way. We really appreciate it, even if you're watching the recording. But good stuff, guys. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series. I'm kind of enjoying it, because I'll be like, hey, look what we pointed out yesterday. It did really good. Right, so good stuff there. So let's see how this name trades going into tomorrow. Of course, if you guys, if you want to join our Discord and you want to talk about it throughout the day, links are in the description there. But either way, guys, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. And we'll see you guys bright and early. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe.